Busy night out there, and it's going to be even busier as we go on.
Yeah, snow and rain continues to fall in parts of the metro. This is a look at Paseo and Coors. You can see the raindrops, snowflakes on the lens here, kind of making it tough to see the roadways. But most of the roadways around Albuquerque are wet, but give yourself some extra time with those temperatures around freezing. Not out of the question that you could run into some icy spots. Now take a look at this time lapse in Red River, seeing that snow coming down as this time lapse comes along, and you can see that snow really coming down here in the last few frames of the time lapse. So we'll continue with that snow during the overnight hours, and this is what we're going to expect. We have winter storm warnings continuing for our northern mountains for the area shaded in pink. That's for 7 to 10 inches of snow. Now in the East Mountains, we could have 3 to 6 inches of snow. Along with Santa Fe, you could pick up 2 to 4 inches, and winter storm warnings stretching up into the San Juans of southern Colorado. They could pick up 10 inches or even more. Around the Raton Pass, it could be a tough go tomorrow morning along Interstate 25, so give yourself some extra time between Las Vegas and Raton later on tonight and first thing on your Sunday morning. Now here's what's going on in Albuquerque. Still dealing with rain and snow in the metro. It's going to be a tough go as well to the east of Albuquerque along Interstate 40. So if you don't have to be outside tonight, it's just best to stay indoors and watch the snowflakes come down outside your window. So the snow is beginning to increase in intensity along the East Mountains. So that will be the case during the overnight hours while you're sleeping. And that snow continues to track to the northeast in Santa Fe. We showed you earlier in the newscast, Cole Miller was out there live. The snow beginning to come down. That will continue during the overnight hours, and also a lot of action as we just showed you in Red River. Taos Angel Fire also getting in on the action, picking up about 7 to 10 inches of snow when all is said and done by late tomorrow afternoon. A wider view of what's going on. Well, ahead of the cold front, temperatures were in the 50s and the 60s. Behind it, our temperatures have fallen back to near freezing here in Albuquerque. So that's why we started out as rain, and then as those temperatures fell off, it changed over to snow. So this cold front is going to continue to barrel through the state, producing showers in eastern New Mexico and also bringing in much colder temperatures. So timing everything out on Superstorm Track as we head into the overnight hours, most of the action will be in the eastern half of the state around Santa Fe, the East Mountains and the northern mountains. When you're waking up early on your Sunday morning around 8 o'clock, most of the snow will be around the northern mountains into northeastern New Mexico. Raton again could be a travel trouble spot to start for the first half of your Sunday. The snow will continue off and on during the afternoon hours before winding down late tomorrow night into Monday. We're also going to be dealing with some blowing snow as those winds get cranking along the central mountain chain and to the east. So we have high wind warnings for all the areas shaded in orange. That includes places like Clients Corner, Santa Rosa, over to Tucumcari. So again, if you have travel plans along Interstate 40 for tomorrow, give yourself some extra time as well. Here's the forecast for the winds. We're seeing the yellow. That's where we could have those wind gusts around 55 to 65 miles per hour, especially we are seeing that red. The winds will stay strong as we head into the later evening hours on your Sunday before coming down on Monday. So here's the extended forecast for Durango, Pagosa Springs, and Cortez. Temperatures into the upper 30s. Eventually the snow tapering off and we'll see some sunshine for the afternoon. Over to the Four Corners, the snow and rain coming to an end later on tonight. Then you'll feel the drop in temperatures along with those strong gusty winds. High temperatures into the 40s, but with those winds, it'll feel much colder than that. Over to the southwest, those showers coming to an end right now. We'll clear our skies out quickly for tomorrow with temperatures into the 40s and the 50s. Over to the southeast, very strong winds gusting as high as 45 to 50 miles per hour. Then over to the northeast, that rain and snow continuing during the overnight hours, temperatures into the 40s, and then those winds gusting to near 55 to 65 miles per hour. And over to the northern mountains, that snow will continue tonight and also for much of the day on Sunday. 7 to 10 inches likely. Into the East Mountains, we're talking about 3 to 6 inches. High temperatures into the 30s and the 40s with wind gusts up to 50 miles per hour. And here in the metro, temperatures still not too bad. They'll come down about 10 to 15 degrees only into the upper 40s for tomorrow. That's more typical for this time of the year. We'll stay in the upper 40s for Monday. Another storm could head our way on Thursday and Friday. And of course, we'll have more coverage of this storm beginning tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock here on News 13.
You mentioned how rough I-40 is going to be, and we just got word actually that I-40 is shut down westbound at Atrisco Vista because of a car wreck out there. So if you're going to get out on the roads tonight, be very careful, and if you can stay home, you probably should stay home.